This is the worst book to read if you want to quit smoking. I don't care if so many smokers quitted 3 months or he sold 20 million of this copy. All I know is so many smokers couldn't reach the 12-month barrier. Why? Because this goddamn book lacks so many information that is crucial. But there's no worries at all. I'm gonna cover every mistake that Alan Carr made in this video so you can quit once and for all. He does something good in this book, which is breaking the problem into pieces. This is the best way to brainwash our subconscious mind to say, oh, look, you're a non-smoker. But the truth is, it doesn't stick to our identity. I want you to remember this quote for eternity. People don't quit smoking. People become eligible persons to quit smoking and never go back afterwards. From this point, I want you to act like a non-smoker. I don't mind if you read Alan Carr or listen my words, but the key of quitting is becoming the one of them. Do you think a non-smoker reads a book like this? Do you think a non-smoker counts the days? Oh, look guys, I didn't smoke for 3 months or do something like that. It's stupid. But since all of us, we got brainwashed by this, like Alan Carr says, but I'm afraid he makes the same mistake here as well. I know this guy doesn't want to offend people because he could sell 24 million of this book and become rich. But I want to offend people and say the truth. We're the ones who's guilty. We're the ones who spoke that damn thing. Yeah, and since we got consumed by those things and brainwashed, we have tendencies to do this action. But we are the ones who's in charge still, like I said. So if you blame others and pretend, oh, we got brainwashed, that's why I'm smoking, how are you gonna quit? If you act like a child who cries to get his toys and your mom doesn't give it, do you gonna think it's work? Why don't you just start to crawl into this toy and start playing it by yourself? We don't have a difference than this goddamn child when it comes to smoking. All of us acted like a crybaby, waiting for a savior, and this guy shows up and sells 24 million of this book. I'm glad he tried to do a good job, but I'm afraid it's not enough. So to make it actually enough, I want you to use the power of words. I already told you the best way to go is brainwashing ourselves by breaking the problem into pieces. But to add fuel into the fire, we have to believe into the things we're doing. I want you to imagine a moment which you are worried. If you make this imagination whether the incident is this or that, you're gonna feel tense in your stomach and your breath's gonna get shallow. Your mind acted on a certain imagination you set without even realizing. You can't even differentiate if it's real or not. It just acts like a robot if you set a certain goal to achieve. So does that mean you're gonna set the goal, become a non-smoker and try to quit? No. The worst thing you could do is try to quit and try to become a non-smoker. I want you to start like a non-smoker. The reason why so many people fail in this book because Alan Carr forces people to make a transaction. You start reading this book as a smoker, which is nothing wrong there. But if you don't teach the mindset of making a transaction, I'm afraid so many people, like I said, gonna fail in this journey. So to totally eradicate it, I want you to start like a non-smoker. Ask this question to yourself. If I wasn't smoking at all, what type of life would I live in? Once you find the answer, double down on it because it will help you to quit smoking a lot. This habit is nothing more than a psychological situation and it all caused by emotions. But still, we're trying to address this situation with logical reasons such as it makes you spell bad, you're losing money or whatsoever. It's useless. Until you find your emotional driver, I'm afraid nothing's gonna change that much and you're not gonna find exact affirmations to use to brainwash yourself. There's some basic affirmations such as I'm not a smoker, I'm a guy who doesn't smoke, or so many like that. But if you find a special one and you craft it by yourself, it's gonna have the most best effect in this world because it's yours and you're the only people who know the best of yourself. And for the last, I want you to set a reminder. Every time you need to remind yourself why you started this journey. Especially this will become handy when we got the craving. Alan Carr claims that if we see this thing useless, we're not gonna crave that. Which is true. I agree with that. But until we reach that point, so many of us got cravings and stopped doing the habit. So that's why I'm saying you need to set the reminder yourself. Find your exact emotional driver like we speak in the previous thing and then completely stop smoking. Because this journey could be the sunshine and rainbows if you implement the steps I give you. Or this journey could be your worst nightmare if you didn't follow my steps and just listen to Alan Carr's things. At the end of the day, decision is yours, but I'm only here to help. So if you want to quit smoking once and for all, there's a link in the description to book a call with me so we can handle the situation together. This is I too, and I know you're gonna make it.